Good evening and thank you for tuning in to Canal Algérie's nightly news. To the headlines. All human and material means are deployed to remove waste and take care of those affected by weather fluctuations that touched a number of provinces of the country. Also in the bulletin, we cover the celebration of Africa Day in UNESCO Paris, where Algeria's firm positions regarding the fair African causes, in addition to its efforts to promote development, stability are hailed. And Moroccans take to the streets regularly to denounce the unbearable living conditions challenging Al Makhzen's repressive policies. Welcome again. The beginning is with the latest weather fluctuations that affected several provinces of the country. Despite the calm observed this weekend, new disturbances are expected starting Sunday. According to the latest reports, 2 deaths and material losses are recorded in several provinces. Rania Al-Bahri will give us the details.
New meteorological disruptions are announced next Sunday. These disturbances will last until the end of next week and requires maximum vigilance, particularly on roads. The calm that the weather in Algeria is witnessing is temporary. It will start raining at the beginning of next week. Last week, several regions of the country were affected by these bad weather conditions, which caused several damages. Some provinces were completely flooded and roads were blocked. In Galma province, a 7-year-old girl died, whereas in Tipaza province, a 9-year-old boy died due to his injuries caused by the collapse of a wall in a nearby stadium. Several buildings and structures were damaged due to the water infiltrations and the rise in the level of rainwater. Since the beginning of rainfall, many water pumping operations have been carried out in several municipalities at the level of all concerned provinces to reduce the rise in water levels and reduce also the damage and ensure the safety of citizens. Weather disturbances are expected to come back again, according to meteorologist specialists, and whose main cause is climate change.
UNESCO's Africa Week celebration this year was marked by the highlight of Africa's unity and resilience thanks to its youth. During this event, a fitting celebration and tribute was paid to our Algeria, a country that has always fought for the rightful causes. According to our ambassador in France, Algeria has fully marked its comeback thanks to the new policy of the President of the Republic. عفاف بالهوشات صبرين تفرقنيت.
The 2023 UNESCO's Africa Day edition, starting on the 25th of May each year, commemorates Africa's International Day, a day dedicated to the celebration of the founding of the African Unity in 1963, known today as the African Union, which is celebrating its 60th anniversary.
60 ans que nos pères fondateurs.
It's been 60 years since our founders have built the path of our continent with the main objectives to free all African countries. It is actually known that one colony is left, and we hope that the main goal will be concretized.
Aboutir à la libération totale de l'Afrique.
It's a celebration of us all coming together as an African continent. So today we are here to celebrate all the African countries.
The president of the Organizational Committee of Africa's Week in UNESCO paid a tribute to Algeria for its unwavering support towards African people's fight for independence, so that every single African country will be free, which leads to economic union by accelerating the implementation of the free trade zone.
Le président de la République a pris des décisions, des orientations très importantes.
The President of the Republic took some important decisions, notably those concerning the free trade area, which encourages our operators to engage in the continent, as well as the implementation of the International Agency of Cooperation with a $1 billion budget.
Avec un budget de plus d'1 milliard de dollars dédié à la coopération sur notre continent. C'est un geste très fort.
The voice of Algeria from the late 50s into the 60s. In fact, since Algeria became independent, has been one consistent voice, very loud, very clear, on the side of Africa's liberation generally, but specifically in fighting to ensure that all of us in Africa enjoy the right to self-determination. Today, as I said, the last remaining colony in Africa. Algeria is there, its voice is loud with us, and all of us still fight that the people of the Sahrawi Republic shall see freedom in our lifetime. I'm a child of a country that came from colonial rule. I was born in a colonial state. It is also my wish that in my lifetime I will live to see a day where the children of that great place, the children of the Sahrawi Republic, can also walk tall and be present here at the international fora representing their own country and speaking in their own voices for themselves. Algeria played that role. Algeria enjoys a lot of the support in that fight from across Africa. It is a fight we shouldn't stop now. In Algeria, we thank you very much.
With the message to spread union and solidarity among our diversity, Africa's Week knows a series of performances celebrating by the African cultures, traditions and innovations.
Back to Algiers and the behind the scenes of a competition organized on the occasion of the International Fair of Games, Fulfillment and Leisure. Our reporter Walid Yousfi met some participants who gave him a presentation of their projects, as we will see in this story taken up by Rania Al-Bahri.
These are the latest preparations a few days before the start of the competition. These young project leaders are gathered here to refine their presentations. The objective is to highlight their idea to be ready to pick their projects on the D-Day. We have decided to launch an original collection in Algeria which talks about subjects such as children of the moon. On the Algerian market there are books which talk about these subjects, but it is addressed to adults, so there are scientific and medical terms that the child doesn't understand. Our idea is to talk about these subjects by giving the child illustrations and simple words. I have made a smart bracelet that emits a sound as soon as the child enters the kitchen, the bathroom or any other place where there is a potential danger for him. The bracelet sends a signal and warns the parents in case of danger. This competition will start from June the 1st on the occasion of International Exhibition of Games, Entertainment and Leisure, a fair that offers visitors the latest discovery and novelties in the world of toy industry and the universe of children. Today the topic is very important. We notice that children are attached to their screens, but not in the right way. We often blame technology and try to avoid to use it, but in reality it can bring a lot of things and save years in terms of evolution. To participate in this event, everyone can access to the show's digital platform and follow the steps to register before May 21st.
During the Friday lecture in Zawiya Bilqaidia in the capital Algiers that took place in the presence of the Minister of War Veterans and Rights Holders, the Mufti of Journalism, Sheikh Mohammed Hussein, praised Algeria's government and people for always supporting the Palestinian cause. The diplomatic missions of 10 European countries, in addition to the European Union representative in Palestine, called on the Zionist entity on Friday to halt all demolitions and confiscations of property in the West Bank. This is according to a joint statement issued by the consulates of Belgium, France, Italy, Spain, Sweden, and the UK, in addition to the representative of the European Union. In the statement, the missions called on the occupying entity to end all confiscations and demolitions and to grant the humanitarian organizations an unhindered access to the occupied West Bank, including the east part of Al-Quds. The Sahrawi filed participants in the proceedings of the Pacific Regional Seminar in Bali, Indonesia, expressed their country's positions in support of the Sahrawi people's right to self-determination and independence, calling for the fast decolonization of West Sahara, the last colony in Africa. For their part, the British Foreign Office reiterated their support for the efforts of the United Nations to find a fair and lasting solution that will enable the Sahrawi people self-determination. In Morocco, popular anger continues against the policies of Al-Makhzen that is still completely ignoring the calls of the people taken to the streets regularly to demand the most legitimate rights and to denounce normalization and the unbearable living conditions, even with the repressive measures of Al-Makhzen. In Turkey, hours separate us from the runoff in the presidential elections to determine the winner between the ongoing president, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, and the opposition candidate, Kemal Kılıçdaroğlu. The Turkish street is living in a fierce competitive atmosphere while anticipating the final results on this crucial election. With that, we wrap up tonight's bulletin. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.